Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the 26th overall review of a playlist entitled Series 1 Long Cut Straight. That playlist and another review from it will pop up on screen in the last 20 seconds of this video. This is the final product that will be uploaded to one of the original series playlists, whether they be through 1 to 15. They are still all available if you check the playlist tab on the homepage of this channel. So for this one, we are going with another proud product from Stoker's Tobacco. This is Damn Straight. This is completely thanks to, as was the last product, Mike Wood. You can find his channel in the description of this video or at the bottom of my homepage for the channel here. There are also a couple other links in the description. It's how this channel goes about being funded. I do thank you for any consideration. So we're going to take this over to the desk, take a closer look at the packaging and the product inside. I will pull out some Stoker Straight, the regular line product, to check out any differences in cut. There will be differences. I don't see that they're going to be anything outside of what was seen 2 weeks ago with the wintergreen product. Then we'll bring it back up top and I will let you know what I think. Back in a moment. So here we are, and for the record, today's date is the 20th of November 2025. I do not see that being necessary for this review. I have an idea of what this is going to be dated out to already. What I did miss in the wintergreen, American wintergreen review is this S here, not the circle around it, but the S itself right in the middle there is raised. So the letters of the word proud and that S are raised off the can. Everything is pretty straightforward. You have a standard Stoker's rim going around. It's sort of close to American Snuff Company products, only for whatever reason, the Stoker ones are never nicked. So there's that. Going around to the banding, I feel like this right here is sort of a new branding itself. Like they've come out with new branding to sort of umbrella over numerous different products. And I think we're going to be seeing more of that. Our heritage, our work, and our country. Proud of. And this is a standard net weight 1.2 ounce can. That's 34.02 grams for those overseas. It is moist snuff. Going to the back, the company that still has stickers, 7/22/2026, best diffused by. So that's what I was alluding to, saying that I didn't think there was going to be a big issue with having to say today's date. Tax class M, like all Dip tobacco products. 100% tobacco, which they're promoting on the banding and whatnot and on the front lid. The thing is, all Stoker's Dip is 100% U.S. tobacco. And they have the manufacturer's information on the back. This is a product of National Tobacco Company, LP, of Louisville, Kentucky. And with that, we are going to open it up. It's a good-looking can. It's going with a burgundy that almost in person comes off with a real purple aspect, but I believe when matched up, it's basically dead on with the standard product's color. I think it's sort of a trick of the eyes being surrounded by this much black. So with that, we will open it. They're rolling with sort of a hybrid papery / rubbery band. Sort of like an unholy union of American Snuff Company and U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company banding going on there. And we are open. And it actually, for whatever reason, this is one of the few products that has ever done this, glistens more in person. So I don't know what that's about. We're looking like the same cut as I thought it would be of the American Wintergreen product of a couple weeks ago. That's that right there. We'll get the tweezers here, and we will bring a little bit out. Moisture level is again through the roof. As you can see, I'm not even really pressing on that too much. I'm not leaning into it by any means, as much as one could lean into something with tweezers. Looking at that compared to the standard Stoker straight, it is a very different cut. That said, having dipped now the entire can of the Wintergreen, it pinches fine. Moisture will be playing a big part in that. It clings to itself due to the width of the strands, even though they are a lot shorter than the original. It stays formed in the mouth. It doesn't have floaters, running away to all, different corners of your mouth. It is, though, and this is noteworthy, it is not cleanly expelled when you're spitting it out. It's not like the regular Stoker product, the regular Stoker cut. I can move that thing all around my mouth with ease, without any floaters, and then expel it from my mouth with nothing afterwards. No floaters left in. This, not the case on that latter part. And I don't think I tried to move it around my mouth. But in my mind, that is not a deal breaker by any means, but it is noteworthy for you, the viewer, that will be thinking about purchasing, whether or whether not. So with that, we will take it back up top, and I will let you know what I think. And we are back up top. So I'll be interested to see, number one, what the flavor profile is. I believe it to be different from the regular straight. The regular straight, for anyone that's new to the channel, is my usual dip, my everyday. All right, so this is very interesting from a personal aspect to me. So actually, in smell wise, it's sort of closer in smell wise than I thought it would be, to tell you the truth. Let me try smelling the regular real quick. Yeah, it's actually closer. So how close is it? One. And two, does it have the same nicotine content of the Wintergreen Proud product? We will find out. So, as you can see, it's so wet, and it's not even like high moisture, it's wet, that I find it uncomfortable sticking my fingers into it, because my fingers get banged up enough from Stoker's regular straight. I've wiped part of my finger off already, but that's what you're looking at. Stoker should have, like, I'm serious, Stoker's paper towel dispensers next to their product. Alright, so the moisture level, there's like immediate flavor release. Wow, that's really good. That is a damn good showing. Alright, so there is a slight flavor change from the regular, the standard Stoker's product. Let me get this around the side. You're looking at elevated nicotine again. I feel like I have this all over my lips. Yeah, I can feel it. Don't get it like twisted. I'm not talking like this is the highest nicotine dip product on the market now. It's not. I don't think anyway. Of course, and I say I don't think because I'd be hard pressed to tell you what was at this point. But from the standpoint of a long-term Stoker's user, yeah, this is high nicotine. I can notice it. Let me put it that way. Which, with a lot of stuff, not really. Sometimes I will dip something, and then afterwards, especially during my work season, I'll be like, "Wow, I was really moving out there," and then I'll be like looking at the can. What is in you? Type deal. You know what I mean? Like, but not noticeable where I'm like sitting there like, oh my God. So it juices up. The cut is very, very different than your regular line, mainline Stoker's dip products. That said, I'm not saying it's bad. There are some floaters after you expel. Left in the mouth, you want to rinse. I don't really have to, I usually do, but I don't really have to rinse for tobacco pieces with regular Stokers. It's rare that happens. So with this you do, but as far as while it's in your mouth, I got something moving around, but that's because I have the one tooth that sort of comes out and catches the stuff. But besides that, it's staying formed right here, and there's nothing really coming off it migrating anywhere. Nicotine is high. The flavor is slightly different, but not as different as the wintergreen was from the other Stoker's wintergreen products. This seems like a tweaked version of their regular straight. It doesn't seem quite. There's something going on, and I can't really place it, to tell you the truth. It doesn't seem quite as tangy, but I don't know. I don't think that's. Let me see how I can put this. I don't think that's because they've removed whatever ingredient makes their product tangy. I think what they've done is whatever they used to flavor the regular line Stoker Straight, they have maybe not doubled up, but increased on this. And because of that increase, it comes off differently. If that makes any sense to anyone out there whatsoever. But I'm sticking with it, so it doesn't matter. Also, the flavor is going to slightly change due to the cut being different. It releases a lot faster. And the moisture level, which regular line Stoker's moisture levels are already standout. This goes beyond that. So all in all, flavor-wise, this is a closer product to the regular Stoker's product than the American Wintergreen of a couple weeks ago is to the regular Wintergreen Stoker's product. Because that wasn't tasting quite like the long cut, and it definitely wasn't tasting like the Stoker's fine cut wintergreen. And while I have brought that up, again, due to the scheduling and pre-recording of videos, that fine cut product is being re-reviewed. It is now released in pocket cans. That will be coming, but it's already scheduled, and I believe it's in January. But I'm not overly sure. That is coming. That is out there already. All in all, I dipped all of the wintergreen. As people that have been around and followed along, I used to not be a wintergreen guy. Like, not a winter. Now I am, sort of. I still roll with the Stoker's regular. That said, this would take over my fill-in spot. Sometimes I like to mix things up with other straights, whether it's Copenhagen or Grizzly, if I can find it fresh, which is a problem with it itself, or definitely the Grizzly Dark if I can find it, but I haven't been able to for quite a while. This may fill that switching it up thing. So I hope this, when it comes out, and again, these haven't been released yet, which is why we should all be very thankful to Mike Wood for sending this to me, because it wasn't even on my radar, to tell you the truth. I hope there's a general release, but the corporate knowledge side of me is saying that they would surely test market first, but that's just me. Whatever happens, I hope it comes to general market and makes it through. They're excellent products, an excellent shower for the Stoker's brand and from National Tobacco. So with that, this has been my review of Stoker's Tobacco's Proud Damn Straight. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. As always, do take care of yourselves, and God bless.